Greetings, YouTube! It is I, MariK, and welcome to our Halo 2 Anniversary Skull Guide. In this video, we'll be showing you the locations of every skull that is obtainable in the Halo 2 Anniversary campaign, as well as a description of what each one does, and some tips and tricks to help you get there. The That's Just Wrong skull is located on Mission 2, the Armory, and only takes about 5 minutes to obtain.
Don't worry, I'll hold his hand.
So at this point, Johnson wants you to get on the elevator. But you're not going to get on the elevator right away. You're actually going to wait.
Chief. They're ready for us on the bridge.
I know. Hold on a minute. You're going to wait about
Chief.
3...
We're gonna be late.
I know! Just let me do what I have to do. You're going to wait about 3 to 3.5 minutes for him to ask you nicely to get on the elevator. So after several amusing lines of dialogue, Johnson will say this.
Would it help if I said please?
Yes, it would, thank you. Wouldn't hurt you to have a little bit of manners, now would it? After he says that line, that's when you will go ahead and get on the elevator with him.
Sorry, Guns. It's classified.
My ass! Well, you can forget about those adjustments to your A2 stuff.
Well, he's in a particularly fine mood.
I know, he had a bit of an attitude with me too. So once you ride the elevator up, you're going to get on this little tram. Can you walk faster, please? You get on this tram.
Haven't seen it in years.
With Sergeant Johnson. Now, the skull, you're gonna have to grab the skull while the tram is moving. It's right over there where that Marine is. You can kind of see it right there on the crate. You pretty much have to stand right up against the tram door. You can see it coming up as we speak. And you're just gonna hold down the pickup button. Like so. And you pick up the skull. Now, this skull is one of the most annoying skulls in the game, as it not only increases enemy awareness, but they will detect you through active camo. They'll detect you switching weapons, reloading, stepping forward. It's a really frustrating thing to have on, especially when you're already on Legendary mode. The Thunderstorm skull is located on the Mission Cairo station, about halfway through the level. Alright, so once you climb the stairs and find yourself at the beginning of the game, basically, you're gonna go out here, you're gonna make sure you kill everything, because otherwise you're gonna have a really hard time. You're gonna come over here to this platform here, and you can jump up on the light shit, and you'll jump up on the railing, go on the support column, and you're going to jump onto the tram tracks. You're gonna run all the way down to the end, and you're gonna jump over here to this side. There's this little trash can here. You don't have to knock over the trash can. You can pick it. Yeah. Take that, trash. You can pick it up without having to do that. This is the Thunderstorm skull, which increases the rank of all enemy forces. Most of the time making them into the white elites and grunts, especially if you're playing this on Legendary mode. On the level outskirts, you will find 2 different skulls. The first one being the blind skull, and the second one being the ever so infamous I Would Have Been Your Daddy skull.
Shake it off, Marines!
So right from the beginning, you're going to run through the doorway, and you're going to jump up on this light fixture, and jump up onto the wall. And you'll go down this dark little alleyway corridor here, and down here is the blind skull. Now the blind skull is friggin' evil. It takes away all of your HUD. The I Would Have Been Your Daddy skull is also located at the beginning of outskirts. You're gonna take the same way up you got to the blind skull, and this skull requires you to hit 7 checkpoints, that being the first checkpoint. You're gonna run around these buildings on the rooftops, which if you've played Halo in the past, you'll know that this is a very popular exploit to be able to avoid all the bullshit at the beginning of the level. You're gonna come over here to this corner, and that's going to be your second checkpoint that you'll have to trigger.
On that bird. My pelicans are gonna start
Just
airlifting
kill
armor
all
and
the enemies
reinforcements
from
to
up
the city.
here.
Still need an escort that isn't afraid of a
And you're
little
going to
hostile
have to
ground
wait
fire.
right here for Sergeant Johnson to get on the Pelican. And that should trigger your third checkpoint. Alright, thanks. Goodbye. And there's your third checkpoint. So now you're going to jump down here on the bridge. And you can grenade jump up there. I am not the best at grenade jumping, so I like to jump on the railing and crouch jump up on the building. You're gonna walk around the building, and you have to trigger. There's an enemy that should spawn, and then you can just kill him. Don't get shot by that sniper like I almost did. You're gonna go over this way, and you should be able to hit another checkpoint over here. And you're gonna go over this way to the right, towards Hotel Zanzibar. There's your 5th checkpoint. Alright, and then you're gonna jump over to the next building. And you're gonna go ahead and just pretty much kill everyone down there. I mean, you know, the enemies. Don't kill your teammates. Because that doesn't really help either. You're just kind of gonna sit here on the rooftop, like Batman, until it triggers a 6th checkpoint. Alright, so now that you've got the 6th checkpoint, you'll go ahead and run around the buildings. And you're going to want to jump over to this building here. And then you're going to jump up here. And you want to... Alright, so once you hit this checkpoint here, you're going to go down here, drop onto this little balcony. You'll see some sniper ammo, there's a sniper rifle, and inside there's the I Would Have Been Your Daddy skull. Which then puts you in, I forgot about this, the most awful, horrible thing you'll ever have to do. It is literally just like a competition for your death, and you're stuck there forever. I forgot all about that shit. Alright, so then after the nightmare of the I Would Have Been Your Daddy skull, you will end up right back here. And you can continue on with your quest. The catch skull is located on the level Metropolis, and is located near the end of the level as you chase after the scarab. Alright, so once you reach this spot, you're gonna have to kill everything, because it's going to be physically impossible to get this skull until you do. Especially with the immense amount of infinitely spawning jackal snipers. You're gonna go all the way across this bridge until you reach the end. Alright, so once you get right here, you're going to want to climb up this. Now, you can't just jump and climb up it. It won't let you. So you're gonna have to grenade jump. So I suggest using plasma grenades since they stay in one place. And it will push you up high enough that you can climb up this thing. Now, this game will trick you. It looks like it branches off into 3 different ones. But if you hit the back button so that you can see, there's only one. The extra ones were added for it to look nice. So don't let the game trick you, because you will fall through it, and you will fall to your death. Alright, so you're gonna go around to the left. And around the edge of this building is where you will find the catch skull. The catch skull is one of the better skulls in my opinion, because even though it makes the enemies throw grenades more frequently, it also increases the rate that they drop grenades as well. So if you like using grenades like I do, then it's definitely a helpful skull to have in your arsenal. The Grunt birthday party skull, a personal favorite of mine, is located near the end of the level The Arbiter when you give chase to Cesar Refume in the Banshee. Alright, so once you reach this room, where Cesar Refume is out there trying to escape. He flies off in a banshee. Just killed a few enemies in there. Stop it. You're gonna go out here. Oh shit! I didn't know they were out there. I knew there were supposed to be elites, but I didn't know where the hell they were at. Well, good thing we didn't destroy both of the Banshee. That would have been really problematic. So you're gonna take the Banshee, you're gonna fly straight down. Not into the abyss of the black hole. And you're going to fly down. Not to this side, to the other side of the center cylinder. And right here, there's going to be a bunch of heretic grunts just dancing around a skull. And in the middle, that skull is the Grunt birthday party skull. The Famine skull is located just a few minutes into the level the Oracle, right after you get off of the elevator ride. Alright, so once you escape from the elevator of terror, you'll come down this corridor. That will have bodies all strewn about. You'll come out to this room here. Now you're gonna want to kill pretty much everything in the room. And then once you do, you can jump down here. You can jump on this thing. And you can crouch jump up in here. I mean, you could use a grenade too, but there will be these bodies here. We're gonna kill them because they creep me the fuck out. And then right in the middle of the bodies is the Famine skull. The Famine skull increases the difficulty by cutting the amount of ammo in half from weapons that you've picked up from an enemy or that you picked up static weapons. The Envy skull is located a good ways through the level Delta Halo, which is the most visually appealing level in the game. Alright, so once you've cleared this area of all the ghosts and the enemies on the outside of the structure, you will go over here to the left where the plasma turrets were before you utterly destroyed them. And I knew I forgot something. Make sure you friggin' murder these grunts so they don't get in your way. And then you're gonna run over here where there looks like there's a room and there's a rock in the way, and you're gonna jump on this thing, and then you're gonna jump up over here. Now there's two ways you can get up there. The first way is by grenade jumping. If you don't happen to be very good at grenade jumping, you can go this way. It's easier to put it in, you know, the old perspective. But you can go this way, and you can climb up top and drop down below. And the elites will be there, and there will be the Envy skull. The Envy skull is... Stop that. There we go. The Envy skull swaps out your flashlight for active camo. So, instead of having a flashlight, you will become invisible. However, it only lasts as long as the Arbiter's camo, so use it wisely. The Assassin skull is located on the level Regret, after your first gondola ride across the lake. Alright, so once your gondola reaches the other side of the lake, you're gonna jump off the shit. Alright, I'm going to just throw grenades in there. There's a reason why I'm throwing grenades instead of going in there and shooting everything. And it's because I don't want to move this block here. Because you're going to use this block, and you're going to jump on it to jump up here to the top level where the Jackal snipers were before. Then you're going to stand on the railing so that you can crouch jump up to the top. Now you're going to go around the edge of the structure. You're gonna jump back up here, you're gonna crouch jump up here, and then down here off the ledge are a couple of invisible elites with swords. And right here is the Assassin skull. One of the most difficult skulls to play with, and it's also the most simplistic. It makes all your enemies just like these guys. It makes them fucking invisible. Which, believe me, when you can't see your enemies, you can't even see your own death coming towards you. The Mythic Skull can be found on the sacred icon a little more than halfway through the level. Alright, so once you reach this room with the flood fog in it, you'll see this stack of crates right here. You're gonna want to run up to it, and as you're running up to it, activate your camouflage. So you can jump up there to the top. You're gonna go over here. We're waiting for the camo to come back. We're gonna activate the camo again. You're going to run to the next one. And hiding in that little area is the Mythic Skull. Which the Mythic Skull is probably one of the most difficult skulls to use in the game, as it doubles the health and shields of all enemies while it's active. The Sputnik Skull is located at the very beginning of the quarantine zone. So once the level starts, you're going to turn around, and you're going to go through the tunnel that you previously came through in the last level. You're going to go over here. You're going to see that this giant pit. You're going to go this way. And you're going to go past the bridge, and you're going to walk along this little whatever. And you're going to get to the end of it, and the skull is right here. The Sputnik Skull is kind of fun and a little chaotic. It cuts down the mass of all objects, so you can throw a grenade and it could send a warthog flying. Just be careful, because you could send it flying right at your face. The Anger Skull is located on the level Gravemind, just after you get outside for the very first time. Alright, so after you make it outside for the first time, and you've cleared all the enemies, we are gonna go this way. I've seen other guides show you how to get to this skull, and they use a really difficult way, and I'm not sure why. And you're gonna just crouch jump your way up. You're gonna go up to the very top of this hill. And you're gonna jump down on this side, on this little walkway that goes across this chasm of death. Now, down there is a Grunt with a fear rod. There he goes. You're gonna want to make sure you kill him first, because if you don't, he will fuck you up. Alright, so there's something there. We'll get to that in another video. Believe me. And then right here is the Anger Skull. Now the Anger Skull will piss you off. It'll make you angry, just a little bit. It increases the frequency and the rate of fire that enemies will shoot at you. The Ghost Skull is located near the end of the level Uprising, and it will require you to have the Sputnik Skull. Alright, so once you've reached the section with the waterfall, and you've gotten out here onto this structure and taken out both of the Wraith tanks, you're gonna go through this doorway, and this one. You're gonna want to make sure you kill the brutes, though realistically they'd probably already come through. And then you've got the armory here. It's a lot of cool stuff, and a lot of weapons we're not interested in. You're gonna come out the door, you'll turn around and look behind you, and there's this little platform here. This is why you need the Sputnik Skull, because a regular grenade jump is not enough. So you're going to drop a plasma grenade, and there's the skull. Now the Ghost Skull prevents your enemies from flinching. So if you shoot them with a sniper rifle, they're not going to stop momentarily. They're going to continue to kick your ass. The Iron Skull is located near the end of the level High Charity as you are escaping from the station. So once you clear out the Hierarch's chambers, you'll come across this room with the sword in the middle. We don't want it because it does nothing for us.
I'm running out of options.
Stop that.
I can't stall the launch sequence much longer. Next lift will take you up
we're gonna go through this doorway, and this elevator will take us to the top. Now, the skull is in the elevator, so you need to look upward and hold whatever button you use to pick up weapons or to reload. And right there, well, we just dropped it, but that was the Iron Skull. Now, the Iron Skull, when it's activated, well, put simply, when you die, you restart the level. If you're playing it on co-op and you die, you start at the last checkpoint. The Black Eye Skull can be found at the very end of the level The Great Journey, on top of the control room. Alright, so once you get to the Scarab, and you have some elites bringing you a few Banshee, go ahead and take this one first, because he brought it to you first. And he's a white spec ops elite. And, oh yeah, we're gonna take this one over the blue one. Forget that shit. Alright, now this is where you're supposed to defend the Scarab. We're not going to do that. Instead, we're going to boost right on by. We're gonna fly past all of this shit. We're gonna try our damnedest not to get shot down. We're gonna fly towards the control room. Now, we're actually wanting to go on top of it. Not the very top up there, but right about up here. So you're gonna fly your damaged and plasma-leaking Banshee up here. There's gonna be an invisible wall to kick you out. You're just gonna get over here. And don't let the Banshee knock you down.
Ah, how do you like it?
And you're gonna come over this way. You're gonna jump over this part of the thing. And as you can see, the control room is literally built into the side of this mountain. It's pretty cool, actually. I really like the way they did the landscaping in Halo 2. I mean, in Halo 2, it's kind of in. But in Halo 2 Anniversary, it looks a lot better. And then you're going to come around here to the back. Jump up here so you can get a head start. You're gonna climb up it pretty slow. It is pretty steep, but that's alright. Now, we're not gonna go all the way to the very top, as I don't even believe you can get up there, even with the Banshee. But once you get to the top of this peak, here's the final skull in the Halo 2 campaign, the Black Eye Skull. Now, when this skull is activated, you don't regenerate your shields, and the only way to get shields back is to melee enemies. Well, that wraps up this Halo Skull Guide. If you enjoyed, we'll be doing more Halo Skull Guides, and the terminals as well. So, keep an eye out for those. I hope this helped you guys out. If you enjoyed the guide, hit that like button. You know, we appreciate all the support. But we're gonna get the frig out of here. We'll see you guys in the next video.